clouds of Olori. It's the clouds of Olori. A very good hour to you. It's another episode of the Clouds of Olori. I am Aishat Oyedamola Adeshino. Today, we will be meeting an Amazon who has effectively led Queen Elizabeth Secondary School, Ilorin, after this time out. Ajia Monsurat Omoladunike Ogunwale, age 62, was born a Christian to Pamati Onifade and Madam Janet Onifade, a native of Epe in Oyo local government of Kwara State. She had a fascinating and exquisite childhood she will always love to remember. She got converted to Islam in the year 1979 by marriage to her late husband Abdulaziz Ogunwale. She gave God the glory as she has never regretted accepting Islam through her husband, who fulfilled all his promises to her before he got the glorious call. Ajia Monsurat, on her hand, even after the death of her husband, still kept the promise made to her husband to remain in the cause of Allah. Heretofore, Ajia had a basic education both in the North and Kwara State, and her secondary education at Ilorin Grammar School in the year 1977. She followed her education to the tertiary level and graduated at Ilorin College of Education in 1984 and University of Ilorin in 1991. She went in pursuit of her career as a teacher and served in various schools from Ekpe Baptist Grammar School, Oyun Baptist Grammar School, Queen Elizabeth School Ilorin, Government Girls' Day Secondary School Okesuno, then back to Queen Elizabeth School as the Vice Principal under the leadership of Her Excellency Ambassador Nima Talai Nilola Akombi, and became perennial principal of Queen Elizabeth Junior Secondary School when the state government created the Universal Basic Education, and served as a principal for 12 years and 6 months before her retirement in 2019. Welcome back. Today, I will be conversing with Alaja Monsurat Ogunwale. It's good to have you on the program, Ma. Good afternoon.
Afternoon, you're welcome.
So, Ma, what do you think is the key to a successful principalship?
Thank you very much. Principalship is leadership. A principal is a leader of a school. And when you say leadership is the ability to get into the mind of people to work the way you like. That is leadership. Getting into the minds of your workers so that they will be able to work the way you like. That is leadership. It's principalship. There are some keys for effective leadership. Before you can say you are a principal and you can stand up and beat your chest that I have done what is expected of me, there are some things you must do. As a principal, you must be disciplined. Self-discipline. That's number one. A good principal should be disciplined. Be leaders by example. What you want from others, what you expect others to do, you yourself do it first. What you are not expecting from them, don't go there. That is leadership by example. The commitment is another key point in leadership. You have to be committed. It's either you be leader or you be a follower. When you are a leader, it must be 100% loyalty to your work. 100% commitment. Be at the right place at the right time. Do the right thing at the right time. That is commitment. Now, another point is you must, carry on your staff in all things you are doing. Don't be Mr. Know-all. Get idea from them, get suggestions from them. You rub minds together. Give them the opportunity to give you advice. Then when they give you advice, you weigh it. Don't just throw it into the dustbin. So it should be a joint responsibility with your staff to be able to control the school as a good principal. Now, when you have dedicated works to your staff, don't just leave them. As a good principal, you have to supervise. I asked Aisha to do this for me. Has she done it? Has she done it the right way? What is left? You have to see. You don't just dedicate and leave. No, you will dedicate and supervise to see that what you expect, you have gotten the result. But if you leave them, just go and do, and you didn't supervise, you may not get the end result. So as a good principal, when you dedicate, you supervise. As a good principal, you have to, or how will I say it, reward. You reward your people, your staff. Reward. When you reward, when they do something, you appreciate. Don't just say, should be they are collecting their salary.
It's their work.
It's their work now. No, it's not done. It's not done. It's not done. When they do anything, you appreciate. Not everything is money. There are various ways you can appreciate, but just show the sense of appreciation in what they do. When you do that, they too, they will be happy. And as a principal, you should let your door be open. Don't close your door. Let your door be open. Let every teacher, students, let them have access to you. Don't take some people as your favorites and some as your enemy. See them as one. They cannot be one in totality. They can't. But you as the head, you don't discriminate. You don't. Don't let them see that, the principal didn't like me. She liked Mrs. Lagbaja. The principal didn't love me. She loves Mrs. Lagbaja. Treat them the same thing so that your work will go on smoothly.
All right, ma'am. Thank you very much, ma'am. Okay, so how have you engaged yourself since your retirement?
Before my retirement, I've been saying it that I will retire to my God and humanity. I'm an Ansarudeen member and a former member, but mostly I engage myself in Ansarudeen work. Anywhere, if they say, today you are going to Zaria, I'm okay. It is Sokoto today, I'm ready. We just had our conference. We hosted the conference in Ilorin branch. All people from northern states, they were here at Ilorin. We hosted them. I am the chairman food committee. I was in, what is the hotel in Tanke there? Becadims. I was there for a week. So, and apart from that, I have a small shop where I go every morning just to relax.
So what are the things you sell in the shop?
Food item, daily needs. I sell daily needs.
So that we can patronize.
My shop is Ionike. Daily needs and bacon renters. There I sell food stuff, mineral, and what do I call it? Korum something. Fish, turkey, frozen food. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. So what is the weirdest student behavior that has ever been reported to you?
In my own school. You know, Queen School is a boarding school. In other schools, which are not boarding, we have many problems. Like truancy, like lesbianism, like courtisms. We have them in other schools. But in my own school, the major problem I face there is bullying. Bullying is a serious problem in Queen School. Bullying, where you will see the senior, they will beat the junior as if she should die. They will beat in the night. Punishment is bullying. Bullying is a major problem I have when I was there.
So what are the ways you executed that?
At times, I will call on the senior ones to talk to them. Most of these senior ones, the problem I'm having with them is they went through me from the junior school to the senior. When they were in the junior, I protect them like a chicken, small chicken. But immediately they get there, they grow wings. So I will call them back. When you were with me, you know the way I treated you. Do I allow senior to maltreat you? Why are you doing this? At times I punish. At times I send them home to call their parents, just to make the ends meet. But the major problem we have there is that I have with them is bullying. Apart from that, they cannot run home. There's no way they will go. If they jump on the fence, it's like either one or two. It's not as much as that. And those that normally do that are even the junior ones. When they are beat and they are tired, they will run home. The parent will bring them the next day. So that is it.
So what is the weirdest thing you believed in as a child?
When I was growing,
Yeah.
my mother of blessed memory, at times when rain is falling,
Okay.
as a child, I love to be in the rain. My parents will continue, then I will be putting my hand there. They say, when you grow up, your hand will be doing like this. It will not stay right. It will be shaking. That is one. So when I had that, I stopped going inside the rain. That is one. But I know it cannot happen. But the fear is still. So when it is it even good for human being to be going around the sun?
But we have to find things to eat and provide for
Maybe I'm in my shop.
Okay.
Do I go about, roaming about? I'm talking of roaming about. You know when we are going to the river, we are going there to, bathe in the river, play. So they will not want us to go. They will say, it is sunny, don't go. They are out already. Let it be around 4 or 5, for the sun to come down. I know when I grew up, I know they are saying that because of our health. The younger ones, they didn't know anything. They will you can just see a small child now playing in the sun. It is you that will take her out. It's sunny, don't. So it is when I grew up, I now realize that there is no religion. It is because of our health. So that we don't develop malaria.
So when you later got to know that these things are just family, did you not feel disappointed that you believe in one thing all this is?
I did not feel disappointed. Why I didn't feel disappointed is because it comes from my parents. And I know they want good for me. That is why they are training me the way they were training me then. So I didn't feel disappointed. That is the way they want me to grow. What I just see is they are protective. That is the way I personally looked at it. And I too, as a grandmother now, I do tell my grandchildren, don't play in the sun. Even some of my grandchildren knew my mother. I will tell them that Yagba, that you knew. She will say this, something will be, yes, just before. So that they will not be going around in the sun.
So in education in Nigeria, are we trying to do too much or too little in education? And if so, what do you think we can add or abandon?
That's a question. We are not doing too much. I would say we are not even doing what we are expected to do. Because when we talk of education in Nigeria, it's nothing to write home about. Our educational system is not good at all. And this is a problem that is created, or let me say, is caused by different people. When we say we have problem in education, the government are causing problem, the teachers are causing problem, the parents are causing problem, the children themselves, the students themselves, they are causing problem. So these four categories, they are the one bringing down the educational system in Nigeria. What government is expected to do, they are not doing it. If a student is going to learn in an environment, it should be conducive. Let's see now. Is our school environment conducive? No. It's not conducive at all. When you go to some of our schools, you see some classroom, there's no roof. Some classroom, there's no window. Some classroom, there's no door. Some classroom, there's no lockers and chairs. You see students sitting in a conducive environment. As a government, if you want the learning system to be proper, they have to create a conducive environment for students to use. In no ramification. Anything they know is expected in a standard school must be there.
Some school they don't have toilets. Some school they don't have drinking water. Some school there's no light. So the government has to look into that. The parents also, they are problem to education. Some parents are just sending their children or wards to school, not providing what they need for them. You see some students are going to school, no writing material, no book, patched uniform, no sandal. That is not the responsibility of the government. It's the responsibility of the school. As a parent, I'm sending my child to school. I should know that all what she needs for her education should be provided by me. Everything in totality. Some students will even come to school, they will not give them food for money for food. They will not bring anything, they will just come. Even in my own school there, they will just send their children, no pocket money, no provision. Yes, they will just give them the little. Is the little enough for a girl in a secondary school, in a boarding school? Automatically, they will steal. That's another problem. They will steal. They steal it. That's another problem. In boarding school, stealing. They will steal. There they will go to another person's box, pack our provisions, pack our money. That's another problem we have in the boarding school. Stealing. Apart from bullying, we have stealing. They steal a lot. What they need by parents is not provided. Apart from that, some parents hate their worst or child. Now, if a student or do something that is bad in a school, that child is being punished. The next day you will see the mother or the father. Where is the teacher that beat my child? What are they teaching the child? You will see a parent standing and abusing a teacher. The teacher of your child. You are abusing. Where are you teaching your child? So parents, they have a lot of problems that they are creating into the educational system. Parents, you will see some parents, they will take their children to the miracle center for examination because they want them to graduate as early as possible. And they know in this school, there's no chua-chua. Huh? So they prefer to pay to another school and take their child there for her or him to be able to, make the school start and go to the university. That is not helping the educational system. Some parents will even go to the extent of buying answers of questions to their children. Finding machinery to write exam for their children. They are not helping the educational system. When we talk on the part of the teacher, let me leave the parents. We teachers also, we have our own faults. Most of us are not dedicated to our work. We will say, Ogota. I cannot allow them to kill me. How much are they paying me? The little they are giving us, we must, justify it with what we do. We have taken the oath as the teacher that this other people's children, I will do my ability, to bring them up. So we should be able as a good teacher, as a dedicated teacher, to rally around these children to make them to grow properly. But most of nowadays, in the olden days when we took work in the 70s, 80s, when we were appointed as teacher, we do the work with sincerity. We do the work wholeheartedly. It is not so now. A lot of teachers, they have another, let me call it, extra work. They are teachers, they are traders. Professor, I want to quickly supply my customer. I'm coming. They will just give their students notes, be writing. When I come, I will explain. During our days, it's either you garbage in or garbage out. But now, and they are doing this because they have their godfathers in the ministry. That is a part of the government too. When a teacher offends now, I say I will discipline the teacher. I will just receive a phone call. Hello, Am I speaking to the principal of Queen Elizabeth School? Yes, so you are speaking to me. I'm so from House of Assembly. I'm so from Ministry of Education. I'm talking in respect of so teacher. Please pardon her. What am I going to do? So our hands. So some teachers hide under that law. So teachers of nowadays, most of them are not dedicated. They are not. Most of them are the one aiding these students because they know their parents have pampered them, their parents have spoiled them, so they too they will continue because of what they will get from the parents. I'm talking of boarding school. I am a guardian to a student. I know her parents have already spoiled her from home. Now to be able to get maybe rice or beans or bread or money from them, I will continue to pamper her so that she will not say negative thing about me to her parents. That is the fault of some teachers. There are many.
What about for students as well? We would like to help you.
Student, Yoruba proverb says, kò sọ́mọ tí ò ní fẹ́ kú, àmọ́ ìyá tó bí lọ́mọ ni ò ní gbà. I love that proverb. I can say there is no child that will not want to, say I want to belong. But it is the parents that know what she wants from her child that will not allow. Some students, they are rotten. They don't want to do anything. So if they find themselves in a loose environment, they will continue to behave abnormally. But if they find themselves in a tight environment, that I must garbage in, if no garbage in, it's home, they will change. We have what we call adolescent problem in this our students. So it is the duty of the teacher, parents, to be able to cope. I want to use my home as an example this afternoon. I've given them warning. Don't do this. Don't do this. Because they know I'm not around. What I say they should not do. They do it. Immediately they had my horn. They want to adjust, but I caught them already. That's adolescent. Your mommy says you should not do this or something, and you are doing. What will she do? That's what they are asking. Am I right? What should she do? But some parents will just come. And you learn, it's your problem. It's your own. You are the owner of yourself. The parents should not say that to a child. But if you know what she's doing or is doing is bad, give the right punishment immediately. I've done that this afternoon. So I can say more is not from students. If one is able to cut them, catch them young, we will be able to mold them. But if we are not able to catch them young, Nigeria is having problems. But nowadays, we are not catching them young. That is where we have the problem. We are not catching them young. Some parents will not know when their child will sleep and when she will wake up. I've left home from 8 o'clock. I will be back by 7 o'clock. What has she done that I know? So the problem, most of this problem of education is teacher, parents, and government. That of student is minimal. If the three is strong, we will be able to mold the students. That is the way I look at it. It is we that we are to control them. They are not to control us. If they come to me, they see what I do, they come to you, what I do is what you are doing, they go to her, what she's doing is what we are doing, they will say, know that they don't have where they will run to. No hiding place.
Over the years, women have made impressive achievements, and that is why at the Clouds of Honorary, we promote the positive impact women have made in the society and bring greater visibility of women's achievements. That is all we have for you on today's episode of the Clouds of Honorary. I am Aisha Tuinda Mola Adeshina. See you in the next video.
It's the Clouds of Honorary. Legends who keep their heels, heads, and standards high. Watch the heroines on our Facebook page at the Clouds of Honorary. It's the Clouds of Honorary.